With this developing story, the troubled North Fresno Trailer Home Park at another crossroads following a series of fires that killed one man. Today, Mayor Dyer meeting with residents at the Trails Inn Park as they fear for their future. Our Medeiros Babb has been investigating Trails Inn Mobile Home Park for nearly a year now. She first broke the story of the park's suspended operating permit, which led to the state handing over jurisdiction to the city of Fresno. She joins us live now at the park near Sierra and Blackstone with more on how residents are pleading with the city to take ownership. Medeiros, good evening.
Good evening, Alex. And that meeting happened right here at the center of Trails Inn Mobile Home Park, which was the site of a deadly fire last April. You can see where that fire happened with this fence behind me and those dumpsters where the cleanup is still happening. While there has been some discord between the tenants and the contractor that is here to clean up the park, officials say the future ownership is really out of their hands.
It's crazy. I've never lived like this. No hot water. I do my dishes outside in tubs. They said I had too many tubs with standing water.
Kim Billensand has lived at Trails Inn Mobile Home Park for 14 years. She has no water or heat, so she uses the bathtubs outside of her trailer to wash her dishes and water her plants. She and several other tenants were given notices requiring changes to their property, or a court-appointed contractor in charge of cleaning up the park would do it. That's exactly what happened yesterday.
Took all my gardening stuff. They started taking stuff off this porch.
In the past 24 hours, Fresno police have been called out twice as the tenants and contractor fight over work at the neglected park.
It's not our fault that it's in this condition. It didn't get like this overnight, and we can fix it overnight.
In the last year at Trails Inn, 2 fires have destroyed 5 trailers and killed Ronald Richardson. Our investigation prompted the city to take over jurisdiction of all Fresno mobile home parks, and officials promised to help.
Thank you, Jerry Dreyer. You know, you came here and smiled for the cameras real pretty and said you're here to help. But we haven't been helped.
Several hazards, including crumbling streets, overgrown trees, and broken pipes, have been fixed.
Butterfield and I came out and said we'd help. We did. We cleaned this place up.
But the contractor in charge is now recommending the sale of the park to Harmony Communities.
And they're going to try and evict based on them.
Attorney Mariah Thompson represents about a dozen tenants who are against the sale. She claims the Stockton-based corporation has a history of steep rent hikes, has intimidated residents on the property, and is planning on implementing strict rules.
What's happening in this park is a tragedy. It started as a tragedy, and right now it's ending as a tragedy.
Fresno has an ordinance for mobile home parks that doesn't allow for a rent increase of more than 10% a year. Dyer called a community meeting at the park to ease fears that residents could be evicted, and officials handed out rent control and eviction protection pamphlets. But Dyer says the city has no control about what happens from here.
The court is the one that's going to make the determination about the future owner of this park, not the city of Fresno.
And while some thanked the mayor, others didn't feel heard.
It's inhumane and everything else. He didn't want to hear it. Dyer didn't want to hear it. And that's my opinion.
Now, a majority of the tenants here at Trails Inn want to run the park through the formation of a cooperative. They plan to bring forward those plans to the court next week when the judge hears about what could possibly happen for the new ownership. Now, the city did not say whether or not they would be supportive of a cooperative. We did ask them earlier today during the meeting. Again, that court hearing will happen next week. Reporting live from North Fresno, Medeiros Babb, KC24, local news that matters.